Alrighty, well hello everyone, and how are you guys doing? It is Tireless God here with another Tireless Talk. I haven't done one of these in a little while because, I don't know, I've been enjoying my Bank Sold Bankmate series, and I've kind of been not talking about the game in general, and things that have just been popping into my mind, things I've considered, and that turkey. Oh, I forgot there was a turkey pet. That really confused me. I saw that just appear out of nowhere, and I'm like, the heck is that? Anyway, guys, so what I'm doing in game lately is I'm training divination. If you guys don't know, there has been an update to how bonus experience works for certain things like pendants and all that. Gimme, 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 yeah! I make that sound every time I go after a chronicle, by the way. In case you don't know, what you do now is you basically, if you have any pendants that aren't assigned to anything, you turn the pendant into the skill that you want, then you say gain experience, and instead of you having to wear the pendant, it goes under your skill. So I've got 68k left. I had like 250 earlier, so I've been doing divination for a little bit today. And yeah, so you do that. You can also do the same thing when it comes to gems. Instead of like converting them to like recharge a pendant, you can just go ahead and click. God, I have not. All these keep disappearing when I click on them. They don't like me. You can choose to just put them in a skill of your choice instead of that, which I think is actually pretty awesome, because sometimes I go skilling and I don't want to wear my pendant, or like I forget that I have a pendant, so it's nice to just have the bonus experience on you at all times. I also found a fishing pendant that was just sitting in my bank. I got 38k from that. And I'm trying to go for 99, so that's a nice little extra boost right there. No idea that was sitting in my bank, so I was like, oh, I'm just going to clean out all my pendants, claim the experience, and surprise, it's in there. Anyway, so in this Tireless Talk, what I'm going to be talking about is a skilling boss. Now, many of you guys may be like, skilling boss? That doesn't make sense. Well, basically, the game, to make the most money, you have to be PVM. You have to be able to do Virago, Nex, or something like that. You need high-level combat stats, but there are some players in game that take pride in being level 4. Personally, I couldn't do that. I love the combat system. I love doing that stuff. The whole grinding aspect, getting skills, being level 4 and having 99s is like, you know, pretty cool and everything. It's just, that's not my cup of tea. But to some people, like one of my friends will miss it, and people like that, they really enjoy being low level, having really high level skills and all that stuff. And I commend them for that, and everyone can play the game how they want. I think everyone has the right to do that. So yeah, I was thinking to myself, how could a skilling boss work in this game? And, well, what I think should happen is it's not necessarily you skill the entire time to kill the boss. It needs to be balanced where there's combat and skilling. So what I'm thinking is they need to introduce a new boss. I don't know what it's going to drop. Maybe some high-level hybrid armor, or a new weapon. I'm not necessarily sure what it would drop, but my concept for the skilling boss is there would be people who are high-level combat who would fight the boss. And on the side, there would be people who aren't interacting with the boss directly, but are doing certain skills on the side which help. And the way that I say that is there are going to be weapons and certain items that are unique to this boss only, that you can't take out of the area, that help you defeat the boss. So there would be people, there would be required items, and there would be non-required items that would help. The non-required items basically would be, you would be doing things like smithing, mining, all this other stuff, crafting, and you would help your teammates by getting them like different items that have like a certain amount of uses or time frame, or you create a weapon that deals like one blow but it's a ton of damage, you know. And these people on the side who want to get some experience in the other skills that aren't combat related can, and what they would do is they basically like somehow through like a chute or something, or teleportation, or, you know, they put it on a table and that teleports to a table down where the boss is, they'd be able to use these items. Now, on the other hand, there'd be the required items. Now, just like Virago, you need to have that hammer to beat him off. Oh my god, that sounds terrible. I'm just going to take a second to realize what I just said and waste experience and just be like, wow. So you need that hammer at the end to defeat Virago. That would be the same thing, except for this one it would be a series of stages. So maybe you need someone with level 90 smithing or something like that to create a certain weapon, which once he's down to a certain amount of health, you can go ahead and you kill him, or you have someone create a weapon, and then someone with high-level rune crafting can come in and then imbue the weapon somehow with magic, which then can kill the boss. And I think that would be a really fun way of going about it. And what would happen is at the very end, just like Virago, there's kind of like a little cutscene and stuff. What would happen is it would cut to the cutscene, and then all the players, the skillers, and the people who were fighting the boss would all appear in the same area where the boss was, and then that's where the drops would happen. And this would help a lot with everyone who is skilling but needs money, because they can get a lot of money through their skills, but you're not going to make enough money getting 99 mining, 99 hunter, especially hunter nowadays. You don't get any money doing that. And if you want good experience rates, you're doing Jidinkos. You're getting no profit at all. And skills like construction, herb lore, crafting, smithing, fire making, farming, like all these skills require you to invest a lot of money into it, a lot of money. And if you're skilling, you're not going to make that kind of money like all the people doing PVM are. And it's not fair to them. So they really need to introduce a boss that is capable for skillers to do as well. And I think I have a fairly good idea. Do you guys have any thoughts on what you'd like to add? It'd just be nice. They could gain the experience that they want. I mean, you wouldn't get the best rates in the game, of course, because that wouldn't be fair for you to be getting mass amounts of money and crazy amounts of experience. So if you were just doing this boss, you'd get pretty appropriate experience for what you're doing and for your hard work. But basically, it would just be the way for skillers to actually make money. Now, I know some people say, oh, the evil tree is a skilling boss. Okay, that's not a real boss. You're not going being like, hey guys, let's team evil tree. I know there's like an FC and stuff for it, but I really don't think, I don't think I've ever actually done a skilling an evil tree in my life. I've seen a lot of times like where the roots come up and you're like, what was that? And that's probably the closest I've ever gotten to an evil tree. I've never actually defeated one before. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Do you have any input as to what you would like to see in a skilling boss? Or do you think a skilling boss is even possible? Are there other methods that I am missing that would get skillers a lot of money and I'm just kind of, making this video for no apparent reason? I know there's merchanting, and that gets a lot of people a lot of money, but that requires some knowledge, and to make good money merchanting, you need a bit of money yourself, because if you're trying to merchant with a few mil, you're only going to make a few K or a few 100K every so often. I'm talking about people that want to be able to get, like 50 mil drops or whatever. So yeah, just a really short Tireless talk and what I had on mind about certain things that Jagex could possibly add to the game to make it more fun for the skillers out there. Have them get involved. I know, Will Miss It is on. We were talking the other day, and he was talking about like all that he's doing, and I was going on about like, oh yeah, I'm doing this skill, and ooh, enriched. I'm doing, not this skill. I'm going to do this boss. And Will literally had no idea how Virago, the KK, or any of that works. And they're just not in the PVM scene at all. And I think that's kind of upsetting to not let them get in on that scene as well. And in some way get some money and experience for them. I think it would make this game really fun and bring the two kinds of communities together, because there's the PVM and the skilling, and they don't interact all too much. So yeah, just my thoughts on a skilling boss to add to RuneScape. If you guys have any thoughts, comments, or ideas on a skilling boss or things that maybe you've come up with, leave them in the comment section below. I would love to hear them. Alrighty guys, thanks again for tuning in and taking the time to watch this video, and I will catch you guys later.